Hi everyone, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. This video is part of the series of videos I'm posting to try to help people out when it comes to aptitude tests like the civil service exam. Right now, obviously wala ako sa room. I'm actually somewhere in Manila, in Pasay actually, in particular because I'm spending some time with my sisters na natutulog ngayon. Kaya habang tulog sila ay sasamantalahin ko ito para makagawa ko ng bagong lesson for you guys. Now, right now I'm wearing this shirt. This shirt is very special to me kasi isa sa inyo ang nagbigay nito. Kaya maraming salamat. Ole, maraming salamat sa iyong regalo sa akin. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for giving it to me. She attended one of my live review events and I really appreciate it so much kasi Batgirl siya. So, Batman actually, Batgirl. And I really love this. So, thank you so much kasi nasisira na yung mga luma kong shirts. So, I appreciate that. Hindi lang dahil you gave me something, but that you gave me something that you knew I would like. And nagugulat nga ako when I travel and when people give me gifts like that. Yung nakikita nila Batman kasi yung favorite ko, purple kasi yung favorite color ko. So, I appreciate that a lot kasi ibig sabihin nun, you really appreciate what I do. So, thank you so much. Now, today, we're going to talk about a topic na lagi ring lumalabas sa exam, which is yung paggamit ng Pythagorean theorem or pagsosolve ng mga sides ng right triangle. And in order for me to show you kung paano to gawin, I'm going to switch over to my PC so I can show you how. I'll see you in a bit.
Going to talk about yung Pythagorean theorem. Now, this is one of the things na usually lumalabas sa exam. And I know a bunch of you are requesting kung anong kailangan gawin dito sa technique nito, especially since I mentioned it dun sa video regarding finding the distance with directions. Kaya pag-uusapan natin ito ngayon. Now, I know that most of you already know this theory. Ang theorem, ang problema lang is nakalimutan na kasi high school pa natin ito huling pinag-usapan. Now, let me explain the entire concept. Ang concept nun, nito is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Now, ano yung mga sides na yan? Okay, you can only use this for the right triangle. Ang right triangle is a triangle na ang isa sa kanyang mga angles ay 90 degrees. For example, in this triangle right here, right triangle to dahil 90 degrees ito. Now, ang kanyang mga sides na malapit doon sa 90 degrees or nakadikit sa 90 degrees or adjacent, sila yung legs na tinatawag. Okay? So, meron kang leg 1, leg 2. Now, these legs na ito, tatawagin natin silang A at B. Ngayon, yung A at B, which are the legs, interchangeable yan. Ibig sabihin, you can call one of them A, one of them B. Kung saan ka mas komportable, okay lang yon. Kasi addition naman, may commutative property tayo. So, the same thing will happen naman either way. Ang difference lang is yung C. Ang C side is this side, okay? Yung pinakamahaba na side na directly across dun sa 90 degree angle. Siya ang pinakamahaba, ang tawag sa kanya ay hypotenuse, okay? Ang hypotenuse, siya yung C side. So, sa formula na ito, in order to get yung haba ng hypotenuse, you have to add yung a squared plus b squared, tapos i-square root mo sila. Bakit? Kasi, yun yung formula. Okay? So, ang c is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. Okay? So, again, equality yung ginagamit natin dito. Now, a good example of this right triangle would be something like this. Okay? For example, magsosolve tayo ng equation. Gagawin natin, kaya isang side ay 6, isang side ay 8. Kung isang leg ay 6, isang leg ay 8. Ano ngayon ang kanyang hypotenuse? Ang gagawin natin, dahil nawawala yung c, okay, isa-substitute lang natin siya sa ating formula. C squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Yung a gagawin natin, kunyari, na si 6. Yung b gagawin natin na si 8. So, c squared is equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared. Okay? Now, we're going to solve down. So, c squared, 6 times 6. Ito naman magiging 8 times 8 kasi nga nag-square tayo. So, c squared is equal to 36 plus 64. I-add lang natin sila. So, c squared is equal to 100. Okay? Tapos, isa-square root natin both sides para makancel itong pagiging exponent nito. C is equal to the square root of 100 or 10. Okay? And saan nagkuha yung 10? Again, may video na ako on radicals. Go ahead and watch that if hindi kayo marunong mag-deal with the square root. Kasi ang 100 ay 10 times 10. So, pag magkapares na sila, pwede mo na silang ilabas. Okay? So, again, the problem here is just yung speed sa pagsusolve ng entire thing. Okay, so you have to know how to solve your radicals. Now, there is a technique that I teach sa live review at saka sa online review, yung triangle 3, 4, 5. It's a little faster, usually, pag ganito yung mga triangles. But, etong video na to is for you guys, para anyone can learn how to solve this problem in case na lalabas sa exam. Okay? Now, there are a few samples right here. Alright, let's see if you can try it out for yourself. I'm going to ask you to hit pause now. Okay, let's see how you did, okay? Ngayon, I know decimal ito. If you try to calculate it ng tuloy-tuloy lang, kahit decimal, okay lang yon. I would suggest kung gagawin nyo kung may decimal is, igalaw nyo muna yung decimal point, okay? That way, 18 na lang to, tsaka 24 ito. Hindi masyado nakaka-nervous. Just remember na pag nakuha mo yung tamang sagot dito, ibabalik lang natin yung decimal point. Now, why am I doing that? Kasi yung 1.8 times 1.8, okay, some people, the tens pa nakakita ng decimal. So, gagawin lang natin, kunyari hindi siya decimal, kunyari 18 na lang muna siya. At least whole number, hindi masyadong nakakatakot. Okay? So, substitute natin siya dun sa ating formula, c squared is equal to 1.8 squared plus 2.4 squared. Or, sabi nga natin, tinanggal natin yung decimal, naging 18 na lang. 18 squared plus 24 squared. Either way naman, as long as you remember na ibalik yung inutang natin, okay? Sana hindi lang dito, pati sa toong buhay. Hindi tayo magkakamali dito. Okay? So, 18 times 18 muna tayo. Times 18, you have 64. 8 plus 6 is 4. 14. This is going to be 8. 1. So, 324. So, c squared is equal to 324 plus yung 24 times 24 natin. Okay? So, 16, 8, 9, 8, tapos 4. Okay? So, you're going to get 6, 17 ito, 5, 7, 6. Okay? Tapos, i-add lang natin sila. So, c squared is equal to 900. Okay? So, isa-square root natin both sides. C is equal to 900. Square root ng 900. Ihahatiin lang natin sila. If hindi kayo masyadong adept or hindi tayo masyadong familiar pa sa mga squares, okay lang yon. Imano-mano natin. I'll show you how. Okay? Factor lang natin to. So, you have 9 and 100. For 9, you have 3 and 3. Sa 100, 10 and 10. So, pares na yung 3. Pwede mo na sila ilabas. Yung 10 din, pares na rin. Pwede mo ilabas. So, 3 times 10, which is going to give you 30. So, the answer here is 30. Okay? Kaya lang, di ba sabi natin, nangutang tayo kanina. Ibig sabihin nun, kung ginalaw natin itong decimal, ibabalik natin. So, yung 30 magiging 3.0. Yan ang ating final answer. Okay? Again, if kayo ay nagdecimal, okay lang yon. 3.0 din naman yung lalabas. Okay? So, one more time. Okay, in this case naman, 65 ang binigay. Ibig sabihin siya yung C side natin. So, I'm going to ask you to hit pause now. Alright, let's see how you did. Okay, so ngayon, again, itong hypotenuse natin ay 65. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo siya ilalagay dun sa side ng A at B. This becomes your A, this becomes your B. Siya ang C, so magiging 65 squared is equal to A squared plus you have 39 squared. Okay? Importante yon kasi kung dito nyo nilagay sa side na ito yung 65, you'll get the wrong answer. Okay? So, 65 times 65 muna tayo. So, you have 25 plus 30, so 32. Tapos, sa ilalim, you have 30 and then 39. Okay? So, 5, 2, 2, 1. 4225. So, 4,225. Itong side na to is equal to A squared plus 39 times 39. So, that is 81. So, 9, 18, 27 plus 5. That's 35. This is going to give you 7, 2, 27. 9 plus 2 is 11. So, 1, 2, 1. This is going to be 5, 1. 1, 5, 2, 1. Ngayon, pag meron na tayo nitong ganito, ililipat natin yung ito sa kabilang side. Itatranspose natin siya. 4, 2, 2, 5 minus 1, 5, 2, 1 is equal to A squared. Okay? So, isa-subtract na natin ito. Kung gusto nyo i-write, you can do that. Minus 1, 5, 2, 1. This is 4. Okay? This is 0. This is going to give you 7. Babaro tayo dyan. Okay, so that is going to be 3. So 2704. 2704 is equal to a squared. Now again, to get a squared naman, is-square root natin both sides. Lalabas yung a. So 2704, ihahatiin lang natin siya. Again, pwede naman siya sa 2. So mag-start tayo doon. You can start with 2, tapos 1, 3, 5, 2. Pwede uling 2. Okay? Hanggat lang maubos natin ito. So we have 6, 7, 6. Ito, pwede rin sa 6. So we can do that naman. Pwede rin siya pwede rin siya sa 2 uli. So you have 3, and then you have another 3 and 8. Okay? Another 2. So 1, 6, 9. Okay? Tapos, yung 169, ito ay actually 13 times 13. If I'm not mistaken, so gagawin lang natin na 13 times 13, check natin kung pwede siya. So you have 3, and then you have another 13 here, 169. O, tama tayo. Okay? Pag nakakita kayo ng malalaking digits, try nyo yung mga common na pwede nyo i-square pa past 10. Okay? Katulad ito, 13. Subukan lang natin. So, 13, pwede naman. Kaya lang ang 13 prime na siya. So, ibig sabihin, dyan na tayo matatapos. Ilalabas natin yung mga pwede natin ilabas sa payo. You have your 13. Tapos itong pares na to, which is 2. Tapos yung pares uli na to, na 2 uli. So, gagawin lang natin siya. Isolve lang natin. 13 times 2 is 26. Times another 2. That is going to give you 52. So, the answer here is 52. Okay? So again, ang magdedetermine na if you're right or wrong is just your speed pagdating sa multiplication, sa subtraction, sa pagkuha ng square root or yung ating factoring. Okay?
Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video to your friends, lalo na kung mag-exam din sila. And I'm sorry about my voice, hindi pa kasi siya bumabalik, but I really wanted to make something for you para maihabol sa inyong susunod na exam. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon para malaman ninyo as soon as a new video posts. And if you want to reach out to me directly, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlaika to ask questions or make requests, or if you want to get one of the review materials or attend the next review event. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys sa exam ninyo. I'm always cheering you on. Aja, kaya niyan. Bye for now.